Don't feel bad for taking your foot off the accelerator and slowing down a little bit so that you can spend some time where it really matters. One of the greatest challenges everyone faces in your life work, whether you're in ministry or whether you have a 9 to 5 job in the marketplace, whether you're a school teacher, whatever you do, everyone struggles with work family balance. It's one of the greatest questions I get when I'm talking to leaders and when I'm coaching people and talking to them about what's going on in their life, what's going on in the world. I always hear this, Ryan, how do I balance what's going on at work and at home? And I'm going to tell you, there's not a better question you could be asking. So thanks for asking that question. Let's talk about it for a few minutes. I'm coming to you from my minivan, right, on vacation. And normally this van has 3 kids sitting in the back and Beth sitting over here. And there's a lot of action that happens in this van, a lot of activity, a lot of talk, fighting at times, right? And a lot of good conversations that happen inside this minivan. And what I haul in here is indeed my most precious cargo, right? It's my family. The 3 girls back in the back are my most important disciples. How do I make sure that I am doing right by them as a ministry leader? This is a question we all need to wrestle with, and it's a tough one. And I want to encourage you with a thought today, and that is your kids are going to grow up, and they're going to grow up so fast. My mom and dad always told me that. Like, Ryan, the older we get, we can't believe how fast the life happens. And I'm going to tell you, I'm learning that, right? I'm almost in my mid-40s, and I'm learning life happens fast. And I'm blinking, and these girls are growing up. And here is where I'm at in my life, is I am willing to take my foot off the accelerator in certain areas of my life so that these girls and my marriage can be a priority. I have decided there's things I'm not going to do. I'm not going to travel as much at this point in my life, right? There are things like golf. I'm not going to golf right now because I don't want to be out 1 or 2 evenings a week or be out in the morning when they're getting ready for school. There are some decisions I made. Now, I'm not telling you if you travel or you golf, you're a deadbeat parent. What I'm saying is we each have to make our own choices, right? And there are some businesses I would like to start, and there are some things I would like to do, but you know what I've decided? I'm going to put it on hold for a little bit because my girls are growing up, and they're growing up way too fast. Don't ever beat yourself up for choosing to stay at home. Don't ever beat yourself up for choosing not to take that overtime that's being offered to you. Don't ever beat yourself up for choosing not to join that board or to say no to that trip, saying no to those things because of your family. Because why? These kids grow up way too fast. And some of you that are watching this video with gray hair and your kids have grown up, I know what you're doing. I can see you. You're nodding your head saying you're exactly right. They grow up way too fast. Andy Stanley wrote a book several years ago called Choosing to Cheat. And his point was this, that there are things that we all want to do in our life. There are goals we set. There are goals at home, at work, with our health and wellness and with extracurriculars. And the thing is, we're never going to be able to do everything we want to do. And so if you're going to cheat somewhere, his point is don't cheat your kids, right? Make your cheat at work or cheat at your golf game or cheat with your travel, but don't cheat your kids. And so that's my challenge for you today is don't feel bad for taking your foot off the accelerator and slowing down a little bit so that you can spend some time where it really matters, and that's at home. And I get it, the struggle is real. It goes back to the Garden of Eden, where it's like God put a wedding ring on Adam's hand on one hand and gave him a shovel in the other. And like, man, you've got a marriage and you've got a family, figure it out, right? The challenge is real, but listen, the good news is God will help you. and you can choose to live by your priorities and by your choices. You set your priorities, you set your choices, and then you choose to stick with them. And don't ever apologize for choosing to slow down, for saying no, which doesn't have to mean forever. It can just mean I'm saying no right now because of other priorities in my life, especially these kids, these grandkids, these relationships that matter.